Did you know there's four common reasons why a lender may decline a mortgage application? Most of these are avoidable if we've known what they are from the start, and it usually comes down to going to the wrong lender. Hi, I'm Jenny from Your Mortgage Hub, and I'm here to help those starting out or starting over with their mortgage applications by showing you what you should and shouldn't be doing when it comes to applying for a mortgage. So as I say, there's four main reasons why a lender is going to decline your mortgage application. And unfortunately, most of these can be avoided if we just go to the right lender. But what usually happens is either you wasn't aware or you forgot to declare it. And that then creates us to go through that process for the lender to pick it up at a later date, and they will decline the mortgage application. And it's not because you can't get a mortgage, it's usually just because you went to the wrong lender. It causes stress, anxiety, worry, and it can even hit you in the pocket. So it's really important that when you're speaking to a lender directly, or if you're going through a mortgage broker, that you declare absolutely everything and you're upfront and honest with them. So here are the four main reasons why a lender is going to decline your mortgage application and what you can do to avoid that. Number one, adverse credit. Usually this is undeclared adverse credit. And what happens is it may be that you've moved home. It may be that you weren't aware that this has come onto your credit file, and then you've gone to get a loan or you've gone to get a mortgage and it's reared its head. So the best way to avoid that is get your credit file over to your mortgage broker. They can then review that and they can place you with the right lender that's going to allow you to have that credit file. Number two, undeclared credit commitments. This could be anything from loans to credit cards. It could be child maintenance or maybe childcare, such as nursery fees. And what we need to do is we need to, first of all, get your mortgage broker a copy of your credit file, because that's going to have all your credit commitments on there, such as loans and credit cards. But the second thing is get your bank statements over to your mortgage advisor and understand what's on them. So they will go through them. Any questions around any sort of outgoings, they'll come back to you and ask you to clarify, and that should stop any undeclared credit commitments going through the net. Number three, the property doesn't meet the lender's criteria. Now, it could be that you may be buying a non-standard construction property, such as concrete build. It could be that the lease of that property is too short, or maybe the building warranty doesn't match the lender's criteria. Now, the way to avoid this is when you're viewing a property is to ask the estate agent, is there anything unique about this property that's going to stop me getting a mortgage? If they say no, then you're all good. If they say they're not sure, you need to direct them back to the seller and say, well, can you please go and ask the seller, because the seller is going to be aware of that. If there is, it's one of the first things you need to be telling your mortgage advisor, because again, they can place you with the right lender that's going to accept that property. And number four is your income doesn't support the loan. So it may be that you're saying to your mortgage broker that you're on 30,000 and actually your pay slips show that you're on 27.5. Well, that £2,500 could be the difference between maybe £9,000 to £12,500 on the loan. So then what happens is the lender will come through, they'll assess the documents and they will reduce that loan amount, making it unaffordable for you. It may be that you've gone to the lender and you've said that you are employed by a company, but actually it's your own company and you own more than 25% shares, and therefore they're going to class you as self-employed. So they're looking at your tax returns. And if you haven't got them, then that's also going to show that you can't support that loan. So to recap, the four most common reasons why a lender is going to decline your mortgage application and what you can do to avoid that is any adverse that is undeclared. Get your credit file over to your broker straight away. Any undeclared credit commitments, again, get your credit file and also your bank statements over to your mortgage advisor. They can have a look at them and they can go through that. Number three, the property doesn't meet the lender's criteria. Ask the estate agent, ask the seller, is there anything unique about this property that could impact on your mortgage application? And number four, your income doesn't support the loan amount. Speak to HR, understand how your income works, so that when you present that to the lender or you present that to the mortgage advisor, they can then work with that information. So let me know, guys, what is your biggest challenges when it comes to getting a mortgage?